Today we're going to be talking a little bit about some updates for BeGoneForGood and where you can catch us in the future. And I hope that you enjoy this quick little ride with me. As everybody knows, this is Chad with BeGoneForGood. We do videos all about adventure motorcycling, even sometimes those adventures are on the city streets that we surround ourselves with. If you like that sort of thing, definitely subscribe. There will be a lot more videos coming about all manners of stuff with adventure motorcycling. This will be an update as to a lot of those different pathways that I'm going to be taking over the next couple of months. Okay, first off, I wanted to tell everybody about a new class that I'm going to be creating. It'll be a subscription type thing, but it'll be 14 days to being a better ADV rider. And it's just 14 different days, essentially, of drills that I have acquired, things that I do, things that you've even seen in my videos, a couple of them, that help me significantly when I'm trying to do more difficult things off-road, in Utah, on the Mid-Atlantic BDR, just out-riding in more technical and risky terrain. There are things you can practice at home, on your commutes, that will help you to be a better overall ADV rider. It's real simple stuff. It's kind of a basics 101 type course for everybody to take. Now, saying that, obviously we can all work on the basics. The best in the world still do the basics routinely because that's where your foundation is kind of set. So the better you can make your basics, the better you can do everything else, even if you are an accomplished rider. The same goes true in any sporting event. It's just work on those basics, hammer those basics until they become so good that you cannot fail with them. I know that I consider myself pretty good at some of these basics, but I'm always practicing. Every time I'm out, I get the opportunity to practice some of these as much as possible. So, just know that's coming. It will be such an absurdly low subscription price because my goal is basically just to get the knowledge out there. The subscription is simply to make sure that people have sort of an entryway to get into the course. It will be all kind of cataloged, and there will be sort of prizes and different milestones to reach, and because of that, we'll need sort of a gateway. The gateway demands a pay fee to get in. That's what those fee fees will be. When I finish everything and get it out, you'll see, though, that it should be about the lowest barrier you can imagine for a course like this. After that, I wanted to let you know, I know I have mentioned it a couple of times on the video, but just so everybody kind of has a heads up, we have a whole new merchandise shop. We switched vendors. We're going with a different vendor because I think the printing is better. I think the shirts are higher quality. The designs are definitely a lot cooler. And we have come forward with a bunch of new designs for BeGoneForGood. You can see it down below. It's actually just below the movie frame. And there's stickers down there. There's bottles, coffee cups, all that extra stuff. But essentially the T-shirts have all of the different designs that you'd want on there. I have a few favorites myself, but I will leave you to decide what you like. Other videos that are in the mix. I've also been writing for ADV Moto a little bit, the magazine that comes out every other month. It's got some really incredible stuff in there. I used to actually do a reading of it and kind of go through and critique different things, talk about the different things that were in the magazine a couple of years ago, and now I'm writing for them on a couple of different occasions. So my latest article wasn't picked up because I didn't have enough pictures to go along with it. Obviously for print, they want pictures to illustrate what you're talking about and all that, and because the article was written kind of after one of my trips, I didn't have the necessary pictures available, so they opted to just can that article or maybe do it in an online version, I don't know. But because of that, I figured that gives me an opportunity to talk about that article and all of the information from that article in an upcoming video. The article was all about cold weather riding, and it dealt with not only the gear, kind of as I see it, that helps me with cold weather riding as a commuter and as a traveler in cold weather, but also how you plan differently for cold weather and the sort of things you have to kind of take into account and think about a little bit more intensely because you may run into cold weather or because you are riding in cold weather. There are just some variables that need to be drawn down a little bit more emphatically than you would if the weather was going your way. So that will be another forthcoming video that we'll have. I have a few more for Moscow because, as you know, I am now a semi-sponsored rider from Moscow. So I have some stuff to review that's from them. They have some amazing offerings right now, and I know that they do Black Friday deals also. So if you are interested in Moscow gear, the time between essentially Thanksgiving and Christmas is a really good time to keep that website on your radar, because I know they do all sorts of different deals. Generally, they are not monumental discounts because Moscow recognizes that the resale environment and the overall quality of the product demands a certain price, and to do these deep discounts sort of ruins that for the other buyers through the course of the year. But I do know that often they offer free shipping, which is a massive gain, especially if you're ordering a pretty large system or a heavy system. So just keep that in mind. And that video will be coming out also very soon, talking about some of the new products that I have been testing and utilizing from Moscow. As you know, earlier this year, I went out with Brett Tax again and did another training session with him again. Had an awesome time. Kevin joined me this time, who's a guy I travel with routinely for the channel. You'll see him in a bunch of different videos kind of peppered around. That video will be forthcoming and hopefully include a lot of the footage that I shot the first time with that video that I never really got out because I couldn't really figure out what sort of story I wanted to tell. So that video was just sort of archived for almost 2 years now. And I think there's some real good things to glean out of here. If you have an opportunity to attend Brett Tax's class, definitely do it. It is awesome. He is a phenomenal teacher, a great guy, and everything that you expect from that class will be sort of blown away with the real version, right? You know, if you watch the videos, he's better in person if that's possible. But just take my word for it. Paul routinely travels with him, who is his other trainer and is now featured pretty heavily in the videos. Awesome guy also. Very different from Brett, but similarly just on top of his game and a real asset to anybody who's looking to be a better rider across the board. If you are going out to a Brett Tax class, I would suggest checking out my beginner's ATV course, because the basics that you will learn there, the exercises that you'll go through, will significantly help you with some of the more difficult things that are demanded of you in Brett Tax class. There will be things I will specifically talk about that will leapfrog into the skills and practices that he will have you doing in much more difficult environments. So it is a great stepping stone or milestone to move into training like that of any kind, whether it's Brett Tax or anybody else. So just keep that in mind. Another video that will be coming out is me and Kevin's ride from last year of the BDRX at Pennsylvania Wilds. That was a phenomenal trip also. We kind of piggybacked it along with our trip to Overland Expo and all the training that we did up there, all the different classes that we were delivering. That was a great time. The video that I shot there includes significant amounts of 360. If you are interested in seeing that route in 360, if you have a headset, or even if you want to do it on your phone where you can look around, you ride with Kevin and I through these trails and can actually watch anything that you want in a 360-degree environment. It is kind of incredible. It is the coolest way to travel or to watch that video, and you can see it right up here. I only got one segment done because it's just so processor heavy that in order to get these to render out and be usable for YouTube, just takes like 6 different computers working together. I need to have the Whopper is what I need. I need the Whopper back so I can edit these videos that are so huge in file size that it doesn't crash my system every 30 seconds. So, but the first segment is up there. You can see it whenever you want. Other things that are going on are potential trips for next year. We are considering travel in 2024 and what that's going to look like. The bikes that we might be taking on that trip right now seems like the African Twins of 2017, but everything's kind of up for grabs right now. There is a lot of moving parts. There are a lot of things that may change as we come into this new year. I hope everybody is getting the riding that they want right now. I know some of those northern folks are already too cold to be out on the road. One of the other videos that will be coming out shortly also is my new decision on tires moving forward. I ran through the Strinkos that I took to the BDRX. Those ones are turning into slicks on my back right now. So I'll be picking out a new set of tires, and I think I already have the ones that I want in mind. So you'll be privy to kind of how I treat my tires, what I expect from my tires, what sort of next evolution of tire I'm looking for, given the type of riding I'm expecting to do over the next few months to a year, and why that decision is being made. So maybe that can help. Maybe that can help inform your decision a little bit if you were thinking about making a similar change. I know tires are one of those things that we all kind of struggle with. And there's never a great answer for what the best tire is, but I think there are some factors to consider as you are going through the arena of tires that potentially you could operate on for next year. Christmas is coming, so now's a good time to kind of figure out what to ask for when it comes to tires. Those are a great stocking stuffer for all your riders out there to ask people in your life that love you to get you a really nice, good set of tires for the following year. I've been getting into the shorts a little bit, just because I think it's kind of a fun thing to do on YouTube. It's something I like watching, so we have been toying around on that side and seeing some good attention. There's no way for me really to link it, but we are a little bit more relaxed, trying to have a little bit more fun. It's definitely not serious. It's definitely not anything to take with anything but the whimsical intent that it was originally created. So if you're interested in getting just a little bit more Be Gone for Good content and maybe something just to kind of brighten your day, head over and check out some of our shorts. It's I'll tell you, some of it is just flat out weird. That's the best way I can put it. Just strange. But outside of that, I want to tell you that I am very thankful for everything that you've all done for me over the past year. The following, the conversation, the sharing has been awesome. We are climbing in our subscriber count, which only gives me more opportunity to do more things and access to more toys and fun opportunities to bring to you all. So definitely let a friend know, share anything that you like out of here, and know that Be Gone for Good is kind of always here to answer questions, talk to you about what's going on. This is something that we're very passionate about, and even though we have slowed down on the videos because life has kind of gotten in the way, as it does with us all, know that we are still here, still fighting, still looking for that next great idea to push out and entertain you on the interweb. So thank you again for watching. Again, this is Chad with Be Gone for Good. All sorts of adventure, motorcycling content. Subscribe if you're interested in that sort of thing. And remember, as always, the adventure starts with you, up here and in here. And I'll see you in the next one.